Hi, I'm Anna Napoli for the Finance News Network, and joining me now from DomaCom is CEO Arthur Naoumidis. Arthur, welcome back.
Hi Anna, great to be back.
Arthur, would you mind starting with a quick recap? What does the platform allow investors to syndicate today?
DomaCom allows investors to syndicate all assets, but with a particular focus on property and generally residential property. Having said that, we've just syndicated our first commercial property, and we also allow advisors to syndicate mortgages as well internally. So that's the core part of the DomaCom syndication platform. And
I understand you've had some big wins with the regulators recently. What does this mean for investors and your transaction volume, starting with the sole purpose test?
I'm pleased to say about 4 weeks ago we received the final clarification from the ATO as to how we can go forward with regards to SMSFs investing in property via the DomaCom sub-fund and not being in breach of the sole purpose test. Now for some of the investors, they'll understand this is a milestone, a major milestone for the company, so we're quite excited.
And how about the senior equity release product?
Yes, that's been a 7-year process of getting regulatory approval, and I'm pleased to say we got approved about a year ago, but that just begun the final bit of the process. And several months ago our PDS is alive, and we're now going through the process of getting advisors putting us on approved product list. Now both these are major thematics in the business, and I think investors can look forward to big growth for the business.
And just as important as the approvals is the Latrobe loan facility, which allows investors to borrow.
Yeah, look, I think as I said previously, that Latrobe loan facility has been many years in it coming because advisors or not many people invest in investment properties without debt. So it's taken us 5 years to get, and we've now done the first several transactions, and we've got a lot more lining up behind it. So it'll transform the business going forward.
And Arthur, I understand you're in the midst of a capital raising. How's the raising going?
Very well. So it's a two-part raising. So in September we completed the $3 million placement, and we're right now in the final stages of a $3 million underwritten rights issue. So what this does is position the company for the first time in several years where we can focus on the business instead of having to constantly focus on raising capital. So that's really going to be 2020, which is grow the business.
And Arthur, last question, what are the key takeaways for investors?
Well, the key takeaways, just once again, is that for the last several years it's been just getting some milestones completed in terms of the regulatory approval for the senior equity release. That's been a multi-year, 7-year investment. Finalising the ATO outcome with self-managed super funds, and then also getting the Latrobe loan facility. So really we're positioned, and once again the capital as well, because as you can imagine, a lot of advisors, they like our product. We've got 44 dealer groups approved product lists, and the final hurdle was our capital, and we've now believe we've addressed that, and going forward we're going to be growing the business. So that's really the main takeaway is the company's really ready to grow.
Arthur Naoumidis, thank you for your time and good luck in 2020.
Thanks, Anna.